Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
You know what the funniest thing ever would be? Seriously, the funniest thing ever? Who right now is a top 10 to 15 job in college basketball?
Yeah, he's not going to Louisville. He's not going to Louisville. That won't happen.
It would be the funniest thing ever if he got fired by Kentucky. Would that not be the funniest thing ever?
No, but there is one school with deep pockets that I could see that came open today. And Jeff, you broke it open. SMU has a lot of money, and they have a lot of resources, and they're changing conferences. That could be something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, they could pay Cal a ton of money.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
Right.
And that's not me breaking any sort
I think
of
he'd stay out a year if something happened. Again, we're being very premature here. It's still $33 million.
Yes.
It's a lot.
That Kentucky would have to come up with.
But it's look, it's a conversation that is going to be had
Sure.
by every single person in the college basketball ranks. This is a conversation, like this conversation we're having right now will make it to First Take. This is going to be something that is a topic on all of these daytime TV talk shows that people love to watch.
Listen, the fan base had already a year ago started to turn on him. And then they forgot about it because he had a great regular season this year. Now again, with this and all these other teams today, all the favorites have won. Yep. They're the only one that's bowed out. So it's even harder for Big Blue Nation. Again, this is something where it's going to be interesting to see if they do it, who the names are that come up.
So
to me,
give me some names.
To me, I would say, hey, you don't have to look far outside of your league. Bruce Pearl. Is there a better fit for Kentucky than Bruce Pearl? His buyout isn't crazy. Nate Oates, he just signed a new deal, so he can't go anywhere right now. TJ Otzelberger doesn't fit anyway. Scott Drew just stayed at Baylor. A lot of these guys aren't really movable. Bruce Pearl is movable, and he is perfect for Kentucky if they make a move on Calipari.
What about Sean Miller?
Yeah, Sean Miller would be good too. He'd be good. Obviously, Sean, just dealt with some stuff recently. They didn't get in the tournament this year. Bruce Pearl's the easy sell, and again, he'll go out, he sells the program, he loves to be out and about. What do you need? You need a salesman, and you need a great coach. I think most people would say X's and O's. Who's the better coach? Most people would say Bruce Pearl's a better ball coach than Calipari. Calipari, better recruiter, probably as good as anybody dealing with egos.
So here's the thing. I don't think your next step has to necessarily be someone that is going to get every 5-star in America.
No,
right?
agreed.
What you need for the next step for Kentucky is someone that is going to re-energize the fan base, like you mentioned, and someone that's better at evaluating. Like, look, Bruce Pearl, you know who we got? Jabari Smith, right? Jabari Smith, pretty good recruit. You know where Jalen Green was going? If he went to college?
Going to Auburn.
He was going to Auburn. That's a pretty good recruit, right? It's not like he can't.
Are they going to go after your boy Danny Hurley if they do it?
That's what I was going to, when I finish this thing about Pearl, but let's talk about it. Would Hurley fit at Kentucky? And two, do you think Hurley would go to Kentucky?
So yes, he fit in a lot of ways, but also I think he's more thin-skinned. That if they went after him at Kentucky, he would get pissed off and show it. That's Danny Hurley, right? He shows his emotions. If he's winning, it's the greatest fit in the world. If he's not going to be able to handle it like John Calipari has handled it. Mm-hmm. He's handled it pretty smooth, to be honest. He hasn't lost his cool, right? Danny Hurley could not keep, you see him with the refs. He can't keep his composure.
I don't.
Dan Hurley needs to stay where he's at.
He what?
He needs to stay where he's at.
Right, I agree. Stay at UConn. You don't need to go to Kentucky.
Look,
they're going to pay you enough. They're not going to let you walk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not going to let you walk, but use the Kentucky job to be able to get yourself a little bit more money, right? Get yourself a raise. That's the whole point of, if you go back-to-back, you get whatever you want from UConn, because Kentucky's going to come in with whatever they want. I think you're right. I don't think he would handle the boiler room aspect of the UConn job.
I don't either.
All that well. Is there anyone else that you could think of that would make sense here?
Billy Donovan would be the guy that people brought up right away. Yeah. Billy Donovan would be the guy.
But he's not going to be fired, probably. Billy's probably not going to be fired, and Jay Wright flat out told me. Yeah. Jay Wright has turned this job down multiple times. He does not want to be in the fishbowl. Trust me. Jay Wright told me he is happy as hell not coaching. That's the last thing Jay Wright wants.
Right.
then so that's. I mean, you just look at the list of names now.
Right.
I don't know where you go beyond that. Like, so that's the question that you always got to ask.
You want to go with Tommy Lloyd? I don't think he'd fit well at Lexington.
I don't think
Bruce Pearl is the one that fits Kentucky if they ever make a move on John Calipari. It is the perfect fit.
Do you think Bruce Pearl would take it?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. How do you not?
I mean,
You
look,
know, from Auburn to Kentucky.
I think, to be honest, like I think he's kind of reached the ceiling of what you can be at
Yes.
Auburn. Like
You
making
finish
a
your
Final
career
Four.
at Kentucky, you've never had it. I mean, Tennessee, he made into a great job. Auburn, he's made into a very good job.
Yep.
Kentucky, the way he works.
I honestly think that he'd win a national title in 4 years. at
Agreed.
Kentucky. I think he'd win. I don't think he's going to win a national title at Auburn. I think he'd win a national title.
And his
in 4 years.
buyout is doable. Again, you're going to pay Cal all this money. You can't hire Nate Oates now. He's got a $17 million buyout from the contract he just signed.
Yeah. Well,
If he signed it.
That's
Might not
$50
have signed
million.
it yet.
That's $50 million without the coach.
yeah, $50 million without the salary and without the NIL money that you're going to have to spend. Listen,
All right, we got to go.
We got to go. We got some more games to watch. Tennessee St. Peter's is rolling.
Watch
right
us
now.
later, though.
Yeah, watch us later. Midnight Eastern time, 9 o'clock Pacific time. Field of 68 after dark. John Henson will be here. He'll be back.
We'll get his steak.
I'm going to go get some dinner. I'm starving. See you guys at midnight.
The best month of the year is here, which is why you need to know that we are now partnered with BetMGM. We'll be using BetMGM lines to make all of our picks, and we'll have special offers for the listeners and the viewers of the Field of 68 throughout the conference and NCAA tournament. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, you can use the bonus code FIELD150 and you'll get $150 in free bets on your first wager with BetMGM, regardless of whether or not that bet hits. Here's how you make it work. Download the BetMGM app and sign up using the bonus code FIELD150. Deposit at least $5 and place your first wager on any game, and you get $150 in free bets regardless of the outcome. Just make sure you use that bonus code FIELD150 when you sign up. And most importantly, we have some fun stuff coming up for the conference tournaments and for the NCAA tournament. Bet insurance tokens, college hoops odds boosts, and what I love the most, a nice little parlay boost, as well as a ridiculous array of prop bets for anything that you could possibly imagine betting on in March and in early April. BetMGM is the king of the prop bet